Hello, Carola, welcome. You have to see today the flowers in the tree outside the window is in bloom. I am planning to take down the tree, but I can't do it right now. It's not in a good spot. But right now it's in a good spot because I can see it from here. Hello, Johanna. Hello, Shannon. How are you all? Welcome to this Saturday live stream, which will be 2 hours today. Not 3, not 2.30, but 2, because we're going to have early dinner today. I have prepared it. So I have vacation, but I still gonna, as we're gonna be mostly at home this summer, I will stream and as many Saturdays as I can. Next Saturday I will be away celebrating my sister's birthday. But after that, I hope to be back most Saturdays at least. And I will try to do some videos and some podcasts and also, of course, to rest a lot. Okay, so let's start to color. So yeah, I'm fine, Carola. Thank you for asking. Let me see. I've just got vacation. Thursday was my last working day for some weeks, so now I'm going to be free over June and July, and then start to work again in August. So, yeah. Hello, Leslie and Leah and Sue. Have I missed someone? If I have, welcome. Anyway, and if you are lurking in the background or if you are watching this back, thank you for being here together with me. And look at this, you can see a bit of the phone stand. Okay, now, hello, Anita. Yeah, thank you. This is going to be a very calm vacation, being home, gardening, reading, hopefully. But I have a hard time reading as I just color all the time when I have free time. But still, being with the family, taking some bicycle, just cycling around here close by, visiting my parents, maybe my mother and father-in-law, my sister, maybe a little short tent tour, short close by tent vacation. But we're gonna be mostly at home. So, Anita, I saw your version, your whip of this page. It looks fantastic. I was actually going back to watch it closely before I started this stream so I could get more inspired for some things I'm not sure how to do. But I didn't have time. So here I am. And I was going to Google frogs to get some inspiration, but guess what? I forgot that too. So let's just hope for the best. And I don't think I will use more water on it as the paper is kind of buckled now, and it might work to add some more layers with new colors or something else with water. But I think I will start using pencils now. And I think I'm going to use Prismacolors as they have a lot of colors and as they are opaque. So, where is my swatch book? Of course, it's somewhere else. It's nice to have different spots where you are coloring. Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm in the sofa, but it also means that you spread everything around. Talking about spreading things around, this week I really realized I need vacation because I had pencils everywhere. I lost some pencils. I found some other pencils when I were looking for the pencils I had lost. I had to buy a new light turquoise blue polychromos because I couldn't find the one I already had. It wasn't under the sofa and it wasn't down on the pillows or anywhere. But then I actually found a pencil in my cleavage. That is the most strange I ever have happened to me. It just very loosely set there. Very much of it was showing showing up. So I don't understand how I didn't notice it until I looked down and saw it sticking up. And after that, I found 2 pencils in my bed when I was going to bed. So yeah, this has been like a messy week. Yes, you did hear it right. It was crazy. Oh, I laughed so much. I'm not really sure where to start. That's why I'm not doing anything. Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't have a plan. So let's just put out some pencils here and hope I will get the inspiration. Okay, and some blues. Of course, I think I was using some of the blues earlier today. So probably they are still in the sofa. Okay, okay. What to do? Well, we'll work something out. I will start to put it on live chat, and I will lower this a bit so I can read your comments, and I will mute the sound so I can do some sharpening without you getting deaf. Hello again. So that's about me. How about you? Let's start something. So this is the light green. I'm not super happy with what happened with the paper, with the water. You know, it starts to sound, and you can see on the other page it have made a lot of, I forgot to have a paper underneath between the pages, but I guess I just can cover this later. But this paper and this sounds very ugly. So we kind of try to cover it with pencils instead. Hello, Mara, welcome. Yes, of course, Anita, just lurk and drink your coffee. I am not lurking, but I'm having some iced coffee. Okay, so this is light green. Okay, it doesn't matter that I don't have a plan. Something will happen. This is the chartreuse, yellow chartreuse. Maybe I will zoom in a bit. So I will just treat this as a kind of a base and cover most of it, I think, with pencils. I could have just used pencils right away, but now I didn't. So did you see that Sammy hit 10,000 subscribers, which is totally worth so much work she is doing with her channel, and so much she is learning us, and so much fun she is spreading. So this will be her 10K stream today, later after me. Okay. And back to the light green. And maybe on camera. I'm not sure what you prefer, but I do think you prefer on camera. I think I need to change the light so it's not gonna shadow. There are like stains everywhere. It's so messy. I'm such a messy colorist. I think I'm a messy person. I will kind of use it here around the circles, as I think it was too light around these. I want them to show up more. So I'm going to darken around it. Am I too zoomed in maybe? I think I need to drink the coffee quite quickly so I don't accidentally make it fall over the page. So, how are you today? Are you okay this Saturday? Today it's Midsummer Day. Yesterday it was Midsummer's Eve. We were going to celebrate it together with my husband's parents, but then I woke up with some coughing, and I don't think it was something serious. It's just this, when you get vacation thing and you start to relax. I always get some kind of cold then. But then we didn't dare to go there, so we were just home. But it was nice. We had nice food, and I was fixing in the garden and taking a short bicycle trip to the meadow close by, where it's so beautiful now with all the flowers. Yeah, I'm going to stream to 4 p.m. Central European time, so 2 hours today. Tomorrow you have your winter solstice in Australia, our shortest day of the year. I still, that amazes me. For us it was yesterday was the day with or if it's today, the opposite. Hello, Kenny, welcome. I think it's so interesting that you have the winter solstice and we have the midsummer. I have recorded a video. I'm gonna just edit it until I can upload it, where I compare the Dutch and the Swedish edition of Hanna Karlsson's book. Oh, Kenny, YouTube was spinning doing its update, then you had to reboot. Okay, no problem. You are here. I'm happy. And I think I will choose the Aquamarine because I want to darken it up. Hello, Andrea. Happy Midsummer and welcome. Did you see that Andrea had a giveaway on her Instagram with a beautiful pastel coloring, not coloring, drawing piece of art that she was giving away, and that I was the winner. Hooray for me. Yay! I hope next week. That is one of the fun things during the day. It was like that. It's always like that, but more when I have been working from home, and now during the summer when we're mostly just going to be home. There are these things during the day that is the highlights of the day. One of them is the coffee, especially the first cup of coffee in the morning, while I'm mostly coloring, while I'm drinking it, and then it's the post when the mail comes to see if there's anything there for you. Hello, Ria. Welcome. Okay, right now this is not looking good. I have done some smaller prints of this picture on other paper, so if this fails I might have to recolor it. But I guess this is the ugly face. And it will look better, hopefully, when it's done. And light aqua. The bad thing about the post and the mail is being one of the highlights of your day is that it's easy to use that as an excuse for buying more stuff online, so you can wait for it. Okay, oops. And the light green again. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but we'll see. We'll see. And back to the Aquamarine. But I also try to think about the local shops, especially during this COVID time. A lot of shops have had to close as they have decreased their sale a lot. I can see it when I'm in the bookstore downtown, and there are always not just one, but several people working there coming and ask, "Can I help you? What do you want? Can I help you?" And so I really try to, if there are things that I need that I can buy here, if it's not very, very much more expensive here, I try to do it here to support the local store. Especially the art materials store and the bookstore. So as you can see, oops, I am out of the line, but that was not what I was going to say. I was going to say that, as you can see, I'm kind of just covering the underneath layer of neocolors, as I would have liked to make it more vivid with more layers, but I'm not sure the paper will take it very well. So as I said in the beginning, maybe that neocolor layers were not necessary this time if I'm just going to cover them anyway with Prismacolors, but well. It's easier to quickly cover it with Prismacolor when you have a similar color underneath, because then the white paper will not show through, just the same similar color from underneath. So you don't need as much pencil. So that is something good. Okay, let me see. I think the frog is really ugly right now, but I think it's hope. It will be good. There is still hope. And the light aqua. So, I did this podcast episode with Masja. Maybe you have listened to it when we talked about all of her fairy tale pictures in this book. And I also have invited back Johanna Basford to the podcast. So I hope we will be able to do this interview this week, and then it takes me several days to edit it, but it will be about this COVID time and how to cope during this time using creativity, and how she have been like a shepherd for the community with all her live streams and her free coloring books being so accessible. So if you have a specific question you want me to ask her, you can send it to me on Instagram Messenger. Is that even a name? Instagram Messenger. Don't think so, but you know what I mean. More Aquamarine. Yeah, maybe I can kind of do the water today, the underneath water, as I don't find the blues I was going to use on the sky. Oh, Rhea, this is Masja's Fairytales. And this is the story about the fairy tale about the frog prince. A princess who drops her glass ball into the water, into the pond, and the frog comes up and talks to her and says that he can give it back to her if she promises that he can eat from her plate, sleep in her bed, and I don't remember the rest, live in her house. And after a lot of things happen, he became the prince. Now I'm going to turn the book around very carefully because it's a big book. And let me see. This is parrot green. I try to match the color of the neo color underneath as much as possible. I think my next page in this book will be just with pencils and see how that works. Hello Jody and welcome. Because the other page I'm doing, I think I also used neo color in this one. Oh no, it's upside down. And then I used soft pastels on top because I didn't get the colors right as I wanted them. So those are the two pages I'm working on. So you can see I don't have time for reading books as I'm coloring so much. I have so many whips. I have whips in Hannah Carlson's book, in Johanna Basford. Yeah, I know, I do like the vivid colors. You know, I can't color soft and delicate. I try to be very careful, very not like me, so I will not accidentally put anything on the floor like my coffee or pencils. I did a page which was kind of soft. It was the first page of Johanna Basford's free coloring book Flourish, and I think that was because it was a kind of a quick one, so I didn't went in and darkened all the colors and made a lot of I can't remember the name. Contrasts. But when I see people that are doing these soft and beautiful pages, I am kind of envying them. But I realize we are different personalities, I guess. And I'm also kind of heavy-handed, and also that was how everything started for me. I didn't like coloring and coloring books when I first received the Hannah Carlson Daydreams in 2015, as I then tried colored pencils, kind of cheap ones. I didn't think it was fun because I couldn't make the vivid colors I saw in front of me, and that made me happy. So it was first when I started to use markers, water-based markers like Stabilo and Stettler, that I felt the joy, which made me keep doing this and find the community and just love this and coloring every day. So it started with this vibrant colors with markers, and then I was always disappointed when I used colored pencils because I didn't manage to get the same effect with them. So then I started to use watercolor pencils and markers on, pencils on top to shade and things like that, and then I could get the almost the same, make the colors vivid again. So for me, I think that's one of the things that is important for me to like a page. It makes me happy. Vivid colors makes me happy. So I think it's good that we are different and color differently. This is light aqua. So I'm kind of blending now on top of this aquamarine. Maybe this is too dark because then we have these places. We'll see. You also started with markers, Pickle. Yeah. I owe them so much, the markers. They gave me all that happy times, the happy days, first year 2016 when I was sick and colored my way through the summer and during the rest of the year. And yeah, it took me a long time to befriend pencils, colored pencils. But I do like, yeah, if you're light-handed, I can understand. I think maybe that's the, if you want to color soft and delicate, you have to be soft-handed. And that is something you can practice to be more light-handed. You can hold the pencil like this, then it's almost impossible to have a hard pressure, for example. Or you can use pencils with not as much pigment, like not Prismacolor. But still, we have our ways of color, and we are different, and I think that's good. What is this? Okay, this is cobalt turquoise. I didn't know this was cobalt turquoise. How did it just... I thought it was aquamarine. I didn't read on it, I just picked one up. So this is aquamarine. But what I find is interesting is that some of the ones that I admire a lot for their skills of coloring in this community, when I've seen videos of how they are coloring, they are using, they are really mixed medium artists. They are mixing colored pencils with Stabilo and with acrylic paint and with watercolors. So to achieve really vibrant colors and things like that, some people do it with just colored pencils, but a lot of people use a lot of different mediums. Hello, Solveig. And that inspires me so much because for years I have been thinking that I've been so overwhelmed by people that are really good with colored pencils, and I have felt that every time I don't use colored pencils, I am kind of not good enough. I mean, not that is some kind of, that the best, the finest art is when you can do beautiful colorings with just pencils. Don't ask me why I have been thinking like that, because it's not something I have been thinking, what you say, it's something that is uncautious. It's just there. I didn't notice I was thinking it. But it's really helpful to see that a lot of people are using a lot of different mediums and no one is better than the other. So it's all about the fun, the process, the experimentation. Of course, you all knew this before. It's just me that are a bit slow. And of course, the paper. If you, like me, like to color in the books, you will always have this paper that are not perfect. A lot of people that are doing pages that look like masterpieces are using professional artist grade paper, which do a difference, a big difference. Oopsie daisy. Where are I now? I'm back. Or where am I? Boy. Did you see that? We have like water everywhere. It wasn't my coffee. It was the water from the watercolor. Oh boy. Okay, I'm in shock. I have water everywhere. I thought that this stream would be one of the least clumsy streams. Well, it was not. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna pick up some paper and towels. Oh my. Nej, verkligen inte. Okay, let's see. Here is a towel and a paper. Are you still here or have you left in panic? Yes, something happened with my phone. And when I tried to fix that, I apparently did something bad. Okay. It's really wet now. At least half of it. I'm gonna have to color on this. Thank you, Kenny. Okay, you can see it. Water, water, water. I have to dry a bit. Ooh, the floor. The floor is slippery and wet. I have to dry this. Oh my. And the chair. I have to pick up the pencil. Why do I always on the floor picking up stuff? Yeah, I think I need to do more videos where I can cut these things out. I'm too clumsy for live videos. Okay, live streams. Now, I think I just have to take... Yeah, I am okay. Of course I'm okay. It's just everything else that are not okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we have now the most of the water. Okay. Yeah, I have this filled with water for using when in my water brush and for watercolors. And then I don't know what happened really. It was something that happened. Okay, let's take a big breath. Yeah, I know. Coffee would have been worse. Okay, I just need this to dry, but this part is dry, so I can color there with pencils. If I just can find the pencils. They are dripping wet, so I need to dry them as well. I'm sorry, Prismacolors. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, Sue, I hope you're right. That about everyone here has had that happen. One of my friends on Instagram said that she did this amazing coloring, but she said that in the middle of it, she actually spilled coffee on it, and the eye of the girl she was doing was kind of destroyed. But I don't know, somehow she managed to save it because in the end it looked fantastic. So I know I'm not the only one, even if I maybe do it more often than other people. No, this isn't too wet. It's dry here, from here and up. It's wet from here. Okay, you can't see. And now you can see. It's wet from here, exactly where I have not colored today. So I can still color on this one. So, let's see. I think I will just keep doing this gate of stars. This is the light green. You have dropped water, tea, and lemonade on your colorings, Leslie. Thank you. Thank you for making this easier for me, because I feel so stupid. Oh boy. Like the clumsiest person ever alive. I'm sure that the person that on Instagram asked me if I was a neat or messy colorist have never seen my YouTube videos. And I do think that what she means is chaotic coloring or messy is not the same as when it comes to me. This is Aquamarine. But it's totally fine to laugh at it. It's totally fine. No panic. Nothing really happened that can't be fixed. Pickle, thank you. So you are also messy in all kind of ways. Perfect, then we are two. At least we have fun. I think that is the most important. Aquamarine. So I can mix these colors together, the aquamarine, the light green, and the light aquamarine. Going to light aqua, not light aquamarine, light aqua. Exactly, fun is the most important. Yeah, that's a good one, Sue. When telling about the mediums, a base of spilled coffee and then prism colors on top. Light aqua. This is the only thing I miss where I live. I would love to have a house next to a lake or the sea. We have a beautiful garden, but I would love, and we have this stream close by, but we're not living exactly by it, so some kind of water would have been nice. Like this pond. Light green again. That's a good one, Anita, to have it a bit away from you, the cup. I do like to have them close by, though. I guess that's a weakness. I'm too lazy. And even if it have happened a lot of time, I always think it will not happen this time. I guess I'm kind of stupid or optimistic that way. I'm not really sure how to do these stars now that I've just left it white. And I don't think this maybe look like water. But I have a small space, yeah. I'm sitting like squeezed between a small desk and my bed. So yes, it is a small space that makes it worse. But at least I have now a stand that I can't stumble upon, which I always did before when I had this tripod on a microphone stand and I always stumbled upon it. Now this is up in the air. Okay, what to do? Light aqua. You walk into a wall? I do that a lot too. I don't think I have really know where my body ends. Or it's the walls that are moving around. It can be that too, of course. I think you're right. It was some time now since we talked about that club we should start, the clumsy curly-haired club, coloring club. I'm not sure the curly hair has something to do with the clumsiness, but I did talk to some curly curly-haired ones that also said they were really clumsy. So just tell me if you want to join the curly-haired, clumsy coloring club. You said that to your hubby when you met him, that you warned him about that you were Bridget Jones too. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Kenny, get your coffee now. No drama will happen while you are gone. I will sit very, very still. So this is the Cobalt Turquoise, which I accidentally took before, and I kind of liked. It's a bit darker than the Aquamarine. Yeah, Solveig, it is really good, the paper in it. It is, I can show you my other whip. I'm gonna zoom out. Okay, I can't zoom out. I will high-end. I have used new colors on this, and can you see? It is a bit bubbly or buckly, at least here at the edges. But yes, it takes most mediums quite well. Let's see if it's dry here. No, it's not. Okay. So okay. This is the white Prismacolor. I might use a gel pen or Posca if I want this line between the surface and I don't know if I'm going to have the line between underwater and the surface like this, whitish, or if I should have it more of a darker color, but I will start like this. Yes, so Ria, you want to join that club? Perfect. Then we have one member, and here the paper is still too wet, so I will not color there. Okay, let's see. I think I will kind of lighten up these wavy things. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I should do these darker or lighter, but I can always darken it up. I will just do something. Let me see. And then I wonder what will happen if I go in with this turquoise. Like under the whitish parts. I'm just experimenting now. I just want something to happen on the surface. And then maybe some. This is the yellow chartreuse again. Thank you, Ria. Okay, so I can just color on this part, as you know. But it starts to, no, it's still wet. I was going to say it starts to become and some of the light aqua. Maybe not necessary. Maybe okay. Let's keep trying. This is Aquamarine. Hello, Lossie. Welcome. You did not miss a big water accident on the paper, on my dress, on the floor. Where was the white? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it was a nightmare, but it was also like, okay, now again. And maybe some, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Yes, half the page is still wet. Here, no, here, all went wet. It was a lot of water because it was a big cup with watercolor water. Yeah, the paper is really good. So, I mean, it didn't even come to the water on the next page. So if you are a clumsy person, this book and this paper is perfect. Okay. We have this leaf that I still haven't decided. We have the ugly frog. I think I should do something about the ugly frog. I'm not done down here, but I think I'm gonna need to do something with the ugly frog so I can tolerate it better. That frog leg. Let's concentrate on the frog leg. This is Crimson Lake. Yep, poor ugly frog. I don't know if frogs usually are beautiful, but they can have cool colors. This is so pale and ugly. Okay, let's see. Prismacolor Crimson Lake. And guess what? The Tuscan Red, which was lost last week when I had to use that tiny bit of my old Tuscan Red, I did find the new one under my sofa when I was searching for the light turquoise, cobalt turquoise polychromos. Yeah, I hope he will be a beautiful prince at least, if it's not a beautiful frog. Everyone can't be good looking. And especially maybe the frogs that will turn into princes, because they have a evil spell on them. So if they were looking like good looking frogs, maybe it would be too easy for them to become kissed and become princes again. So maybe that's part of the thing, that they have to be really ugly. I have not decided what to do with the spots yet. Let's zoom out. I think it's still too wet here on this leg. Okay, 1 more hour to go, As I said in the beginning, today I will just stream 2 hours. So I do have vacation now, but my streaming will be a little bit depending, as always, on things happen in real life. Yes, Carola is a great timekeeper. But I think the princess that didn't want to take the frog with her to her home, even if he gave her the glass ball she had dropped in the pond, she should have suspected something when he talked and had a crown. So we're having early dinner today. So that means I might be able to join Sammy's stream, which I mostly never are able to do. Let's see if this is dry enough. I think so. Okay, you can't see. I'm gonna be really careful. I should only be coloring in really small books on this small desk, because this book is almost as big as the desk. I don't like the water, the surface of the water, but I think I can fix with it more later. Okay, let's see what to do now. I think I will use black cherry. I think I will do the dots darker or more purplish. Or maybe not. Too late now. That does not look good, I think. Maybe with some black grape, so I darken it up even more. Maybe not. I think I have all my purple Prismacolor somewhere else. Okay. Now I will sharpen my elbow. The Tuscan red, my big one, which I found under the sofa. Really dark red, and the Crimson Lake again. No, I will be on for 1 hour as today is a special day. I'm gonna go a bit early today. Let me see. This is the raspberry, I mean. I don't have a swatch book here, so I'm just guessing. I just take something out. Ooh, I can hear a pencil rolling around somewhere, but where is it? Under the sofa. I thought I would have found more pencils there as I sit in the sofa all the time, but it was just one pencil. But then I had two in my bed, two green polychromos, and a pink one in my cleavage after a coloring session. This is a raspberry frog. When you kiss it, it not only becomes a prince, it also tastes like a raspberry kiss. But it's a challenge still to get people to kiss it, as it is ugly. Back to the Crimson Lake, Tuscan Red, I mean. I think a bee or a bumblebee just crashed into the window, but I think it survived. I could see it flying away again. Okay, now I'm gonna see if I can find the eraser. I'm not sure I can take the purple away. Not sure what to do with those spots. If I should do them darker or lighter than the rest. Okay. Raspberry again. You mean these ones? Add some blue? Yeah, I might do that. That's a good idea. I might have to think about those spots until next Saturday. Well, not next Saturday, because next Saturday because then I'm going to be with my sister celebrating her birthday, so there will be no stream. I might be able to do a stream another day next weekend, or it have to wait until the weekend after that. So then it will be plenty of time to think about the spots. Oh, you are, Ria? You're almost at Belinda's time? I always miss her streams because they are always too late for me when I'm already on my way to bed or already sleeping. One part of me would just like to restart the whole page, but I hope it will look good in the end. The Tuscan red I will use in between his toes. So it's a mix of Tuscan red, Crimson Lake and raspberry so far. And I think I used Bordeaux underneath the Neo color, but I kind of just cover it all as I wasn't happy with the Neo color layers. And Prismacolor is good in that way. You can cover things with it as it's so opaque. You mean the water? You mean the water accident that you would have thrown it away after that? I'm very stubborn when it comes to coloring pages. I just keep doing. I kind of like them, or at least more than I did in the middle part or in the ruined parts. So I will try. I almost always try to finish them. I see it as a challenge. Exactly, it was just water. It wasn't coffee this time. It was just water, so it will dry. So nothing really happened. Oh, Joy, thank you. And then I will keep posting some colorings in my stories on Instagram from home and close by home, because this is the most beautiful part of year in Sweden, the summer. Rest of the time is, at least here in the northern part of Sweden, it's a lot of darkness and coldness, and you think, why am I living here? And then it's the cold spring and you think, why am I living here? And then the summer explodes around this time of the year and everything grows and it's green and it's flowers everywhere and it is always light, almost always light, all the night long almost. And you think, yeah, this is why I live here. And then we have the beautiful, beautiful autumns with all the leaves and the colors and the mushrooms in the forests. And you think, yeah, this is why I live here. And then it's cold and dark and snowy. And you think, oh no, why do I live here? And unfortunately, those parts are longer. The dark, miserably time of years. Yeah, it was my bike, the one I posted yesterday on Instagram. It's actually was my father-in-law's bike. I had an old one, a really old and bad bike. Some years ago, I left it at service, And the service people was looking at it and said like, okay. And it was the oldest and strangest bike at the service place. So when I was picking it up, I said, yeah, it's that bike that is oldest of them all, so they could easily find it. But this is a good bike, which my father-in-law is not using anymore. So it works really well. Yeah, it's wonderful. I haven't biked for a lot of years, but now I have done it, and it's really, really, you can feel the air and the scents from the flowers, and oh, I wish I could send you some scents because they are fantastic this time of year, and yeah, it's wonderful. There is one thing this time of year that is not good, and that's the mosquitoes. It's kind of sad because we have the light here, and now it's warm and beautiful, but the nights are always cold, almost always cold. I remember when I was at Gotland, a big island in the southern part of Sweden, and it feels like you're abroad. It's warm, and they have these fantastic beaches. And what I thought was most fantastic was that it was pitch dark during the nights, which felt really odd because I was used to the light nights here, but it was so warm. And it's the same when I have been abroad, like in the, I don't know, Thailand, Cyprus, Greece, these pitch black but warm nights. They are so fantastic because here it's almost never warm in the nights, and we have the mosquitoes. So many mosquitoes, so you don't want to be out when it's shadow. You can be in the light, in the sun, but when you're in the shadow, there are so much mosquitoes. So that is not good, and you can't sit out and be happy during the evening. You have to be inside then, or inside a tent or something with net. So mosquitoes are not a favorite. Okay, I do like the frog better now, even if I still have to do the dots, and it's not finished. I haven't done all the, you can see it's still grainy. I haven't done the final touch. They do love my husband more than me, so if we are outside at the same time, they always prefer his blood. But if I'm outside alone, they of course come to me. I'm not sure what it is, if it's a different type of blood or what it is. But I know some people are more popular amongst mosquitoes than others. Luckily, I'm not super tasty for mosquitoes. But if they don't have anything else to choose from, they will accept me. It's the same. I don't think it's the same actually, but it's almost the same as when some people seems to be immune against the flu, the stomach flu, and some are not. A raspberry. So his toes will smell good. Oops. some white. I have to be so careful on this small desk with this big book. Raspberry. I'm not finished with this ocean or the underneath, but I wanted to take a break as I hated the frog so much. Let me see. I try to find a brown. I wonder. I will just start to experiment. I will use the burnt ochre. I'm not sure how to do this part, which once I have done these lines. And then some goldenrod. Not really sure now which yellow. This is the lemon yellow. Hi Amanda, welcome. And some canary yellow. And now the paper almost feel dried after the big accident. I think I will use a bit more yellow down here to kind of match that golden tone. Oops. Okay, I'm not sure about this at all. This is the neon color. Let me see. I can cover it in white later. Good morning, Kathy, welcome. And now the coffee is finished, so no liquid around me now. So now you don't have to be scared anymore. I'm searching for a pen or pencil. Let's see. Let's see what to do with these stars. I wonder if this will... I want to make the lines not so harsh. Maybe not like this. Let's see what's happening if I use Jelly Roll. They're white on top of the stars. I know they will kind of just disappear then. I will try to get them back, but without the harsh black lines. Kirsty, hello and welcome. This is like the opposite of a postcard books as it's so big. Hello and welcome, Robin. Okay, let's zoom out. And I also want to cover the lines of the globe, the glass ball. And we have the stars here on top of the globe. I'm not sure if they will show up, as I did the globe very yellowish. I think I will cover the lines of them. Have I told you that I emailed Posca with some, I think I told you last stream maybe. They gave me such detailed answer why white Posca isn't perfect to color with colored pencils on top. They said it was impossible to do such a opaque paint with those qualities. I was so surprised they gave such a good answer. But it was also a little bit disheartened, as I really hoped they could change the formula so that would be able to happen. But no. And these lines, what to do with those? I think I will make them less visible and then think about that. Maybe they was good to create some kind of interest. But I can always bring them back with a darker color on top of this gel pen later. Now everything is just covered behind this gel pen. I'm testing my gel pens to see if I have anyone I want to use. Something that will be visible towards the very light color I have up here right now. This is I don't know what it really is, some kind of goldish yellow sparkly one. It doesn't have any name. The question is if I should have the same color down there, or if I should have some other. I did them neon, but I don't think I will have them like that. I want some other color. Okay, what is this? This is like pastel pink. I'm just experimenting now. Yeah, I think I will start like this with this pastel pink because I can always make it darker. Can go on top with them with it the same golden one that I used up there. But I'm not sure this will work. Maybe it is too light. Let's see. No. Oops. I'm not sure how to do down there. Thank you. Thank you, Anita, for the time. Then I'm gonna stream for 17 more minutes. How to do these stars? I wonder if I can take the color away with a wet and clean brush. And the white gel pen on top also disappeared. So now I have kind of erased it so I can experiment more when it have dried. I think I will use the same sparkly gel pen for the crown. It's so tiny. And the more golden one. I think I need a white one or something to make these pop after because they are kind of disappearing into the frog, or maybe a yellow Posca. That tiny little crown. I think I'll add a bit of orange to the globe, to the glass ball, if I can find one. Let's see. Yellowed orange. I think I'm gonna go greenish. This is green ochre. like almost brown. This will look a bit odd as I have the purple underneath. Yes. And maybe the lime peel to blend it with. So this is a really dark frog, but I might go in with some white things or highlights on it after. I think I will start with the lime peel up here. Yeah, I should have done like that, of course. I would have started with the lime peel. And then blend it with a green ochre or the moss green. That is much better. The lime peel again. And okay, poor frog. I'm sorry I'm experimenting so much with you. I'm gonna try to erase a bit of the green ochre, so it will be a little bit lighter with the lime peel showing up more. So you can see this paper can take quite a brutal things with it. You can do a lot with it. And the same with this poor little purple, brownish, greenish thing. And let's see, lime peel. Moss green. Erase. And lime peel. Moss green. I'm still not sure about this color combo, and as you can see it's really dark. I might have to go in and lighten up the lines on the spots. Yeah, I know, this is perfect paper for clumsy people like me. You can do everything with it. You can erase, you can spill water on it, you can use everything on it. Yes, this is Masja van den Berg's new fairy tale book. This is the fairy tale about the frog prince who became a prince, of course, when... Well, there are different versions of the fairy tale. I think one version is that he becomes a prince when she kisses him, of course, or after he have been fed at her table and been able to sleep in her bed for 3 times, or that she threw him in the wall and then he became a prince. So there are different versions. Lime peel. It's not the frog jumped over the moon, but it can be that too. It can be whatever you want it to be. That is the beauty of the coloring book world. And the pictures, and how we can use colors to change the pictures like we want them to be. The Tuscan red. I think I will use the Tuscan red down here. This book, Kenny, if you have her other 2 books, Masha's, this is a much bigger. Her other books are like half the size. So this is a really, really big book. I'm going to do I think I flipped it through before, but it is Little Red Riding Hood. It's the evil queen from Snow White. It's the prince that is coming to rescue the Sleeping Beauty. It's the Little Mermaid. It's a fairy tale called The Princess and the Donkey Skin, I think. A 4-headed dragon, the Snow Queen. You can see who is this. You can also see that I have smudged the paper already. I don't remember the name of this girl with the long hair, but you know her. Come on, Isabel. You know her name. The Frog Prince. And this is a fairy tale about the girl and her brothers that becomes swans and she have to save them. A wolf and 7 goat kids, I think. This I thought was Cinderella, but this is a fairy tale about Mother Frost, maybe? No, I don't remember. I think it's on the back here. Old Mother Frost. The Ugly Duckling, who will become a swan, but it's very cute, as you can see. The Nightingale, a Chinese fairy tale, I think, and a evil fairy. So that is the book. A little quick flip through for you, Kenny. Moss green. So it's quite different from her other books, which is mostly mandalas. You can definitely see that it's her drawing style, but they're a bit different as it has this fairy tale theme. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of starting to pop where I'm adding more vivid colors. And I never finish anything. I kind of color all around to see if it works together. Well, at least that's my hope. I hope this lime peel dark red frog will work on the page. I think I had a plan for these lilies, but now I don't remember what that was. This is processed red. I will use that to kind of lighten up some parts on the red, make it more pinkish. I don't see if you can see it. As you can see, I have colored outside the lines here with the neo colors, but I think that will be easy to cover if I just can come up with an idea for the leaf. Oh, look, a little dot I didn't see. As we said in the stream last week, it's always a little bit that you never see. Thank you, it's time to leave. Thank you, Carola, for being such good timekeeper, and Anita too. And thank you for being here with me these 2 hours. My husband is looking inside the window at me. Yeah, I'm going to do some early dinner today, and yeah, I understood that. So, do we think the frog looks better now than we started? I think so. And see you at semi-stream in 1 hour. See you later, alligators. Thank you everyone who have been here together with me. I love to hang out with you, as you know. And as I said, I will not be able to stream next Saturday. So I will see if I can find another day for streaming, or if it has to wait 2 weeks. But it would be nice to keep doing this page and to finish it one day. It's such a big page, and when you drop water on it, so that as I did, you can't be so quick. You have to wait for the paper to dry. So I have a hard time to leave you, as you can see, and leave the page. I just want to... Okay, my plan was to cover this with white and then cover it with light green, but I think I will leave it white. I think it can look like this. So they pop more. So, goodbye from me and the frog. See you later. Goodbye.